The Steducentre Grade 8 ANA Exam Review for Maths. Part 1. Question 1. 1.1. X plus x plus x is equal to what? A. X cubed. B. 3x. C. 3x cubed. D. 4x. Question 1.1. The answer is B. 3x. 1.2. Complete. 12 divided by 2 plus 6 times 3 minus 3 is equals A. 105, B. 27, C. 21, or D. 33. The answer for 1.2, we will use BODMAS, which would be solving your brackets first, then your orders, then your division or multiplication, then addition or subtraction. So we'll solve the first bracket, which is 12 divided by 2, which is 6, and then the second bracket, which is 6 times 3, which is 18, minus 3, which will equals to 6 plus 18 minus 3 is 21, and that would be C. Question 1.3. What is the value of x if 2 over 7 is equal to x over 21? A. 6, B. 7, C. 11, or D. 14. 1.3. 2 over 7 times is equal to x over 21. Look at the multiples of 7. We have 7, 14, 21. So that means 7 times 3 is equal to 21, which is your denominator. The same action should be applied to the numerator. Therefore, 2 times 3 is equal to 6. 1.4. The next term in the sequence 1, 3, 9, x is A. 24, B. 12, C. 18, D. 27. Question 1.4. Number patterns have a relationship with each other. Something in common that works for the whole pattern. In this case, the pattern is increasing by multiplying by 3. 1, 3, 9. 1 times 3 is equal to 3. 3 times 3 is equal to 9. 9 times 3 is equal to 27. Therefore, 27 is the missing number, which is D. Question 1.5. The value of cube root of 125 equals A. 5, B. minus 5, C. 25, or D. 15. Question 1.5. A cube root for any real numbers A and B. If A cubed is equal to B, then A is a cubed root of B, or the cube root of B is equal to A. We can also write cube roots using the 1 over 3 power. So B to the power 1 over 3 is equal to the cube root of B. Square roots. The square root of a number is a special value that when multiplied by itself gives the number. Example, 4 times 4 equals 16. So the square root of 16 is 4. The symbol is root. Example, the root of 36 is 6 because 6 times 6 equals 36. Number 1 squares 1 cubes 1. Number 2 squares 4 and cubes 8. Number 3 squares 9 cubes 27. Number 4 squares 16 cubes 64. Number 5 squares 25 cubes 25, and so forth. Therefore, the correct answer for 1.5 is A. 5. Question 1.6. How many terms are there in the expression minus 6x to the power 4 plus 4x to the power 3? Is it A. 1, B. 2, C. 3, or D. 4? Question 1.6. A monomial is one term, for example, x squared. A binomial is two terms, for example, x squared plus 2x. A trinomial is three terms, for example, x squared plus 2x plus 1. A polynomial are many terms. In 1.6, There are two terms, therefore your answer is B. Question 1.7. The surface area of a cube is 750 centimeters squared. The surface area measured in meters squared is A 0,075 meters squared, or B 7.50 meters squared, or C 75 meters squared, or D 0,75 meters squared. 1.7. Converting units of area. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. 1 centimeter squared is equal to 10 times 10 millimeters squared, which is equal to 100 millimeters squared. So you double the number of zeros. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. 1 meter squared is equal to 100 centimeters squared times 100 centimeters squared, which is equals to 10,000 centimeters squared. You will double the number of zeros again. 1 meter is equal to 1,000 millimeters. 1 meter squared is equal to 1,000 times 1,000 millimeters, which is equal to 1 million millimeters squared. You double the number of zeros again. Therefore, your answer for 1.7 is A, 0,075 meters squared. Question 1.8. In the right-angled triangle ABC below, AB is equal to BC. The size of angle C is A, 15, B, 30, C, 45, or D, 60. Question 1.8. The answer is C, 45 degrees. Question 1.9. 0,15 times 0,3 is equal to A, 4.5, B, 0,45, C, 0,0045, or D, 0,045. Question 1.9. Decimal. A decimal is a fraction whose denominator is 10 or any power of 10. Many fields use the metric system of measure, which is a decimal system. At times, it is necessary to change a fraction into a decimal to simplify a procedure. Calculations using decimals are accomplished in the same manner as with whole numbers. The difference is decimal placement. Placing each decimal point in its correct location is critical for accurate calculations. Multiplying two decimals. You can extend normal written multiplication to decimals. Example, 3.4 times 2.8. First, work out the answer to 34 times 28 using your preferred method for written multiplication. Then compare the whole number calculation to the decimal calculation. 3.4 is 10 times smaller than 34. 2.8 is 10 times smaller than 28. So there, the answer will be 100 times smaller. Therefore, your answer would be 9.58. A top tip to estimate to check your answer. 3 times 3 is 9, so 9.58 is reasonable for 3.4 times 2.8. So in our question 1.9, the answer is D, 0,045. Question 1.10. Which number is missing in the number sequence below? 1, 1, 2, 3, X, 8, 13. Is it A, 3, B, 2, C, 5, or D, 7? Question 1.10. Number patterns have a relationship with each other, something in common that works for the whole pattern. In this case, the pattern is 1 plus 1 is 2, 1 plus 2 is 3, 2 plus 3 is 5, 3 plus 5 equals 8, 5 plus 8 is 13, 8 plus 13 is 21. So therefore, the missing number is C, 5. Question 2.1.1. Complete. 0 over 7 is equals to, question 2.1.2, 1 over 2 to the power 3 is equal to, question 2.1.1, 0 over 7 is equal to 0 because this is a fraction and the numerator is 0 of the whole. Question 2.1.2, 1 over 2 to the power 3, you'll write it out as 1 over 2 times 1 over 2 times 1 over 2, which is equal to 1 over 8. When you simplify it further, it is 0,125. Question 2.2. Write 12,000 in scientific notation. Question 2.2. Scientific notation to numbers. Scientific notation involves moving decimals. For example, 1.5 times 10 to the power 4 equals 1.5 thousand, which is 15,000. Because the exponent is a positive 4, move the decimal point 4 places to the right and add in zeros to fill the empty gaps. 5.8 times 10 to the negative 4, which equals 0.00005.8, which equals 0.00058. Because the exponent is a negative 4, move the decimal point 4 places to the left. Add in zeros to fill the empty gaps. Therefore, question 2.2, 12,000 is equal to 1.2 times 10 to the power of positive 4. Thank you for watching Steducentre, turning ordinary learners into extraordinary leaders.